Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of zero-waste cooking. Get ready to transform your kitchen into an eco-friendly haven with 5 easy tips that will help you reduce food waste and save some money along the way. Are you ready to get cooking? Let's get started. Did you know that so many of the things we usually toss in the trash can actually be repurposed into delicious ingredients? It's like magic. By rethinking how we use our food scraps, we can not only reduce waste but also save money and add unique flavors to our meals. First up, let's talk veggie scraps. These often overlooked bits can be a treasure trove of flavor and nutrition. Don't throw away those onion ends, carrot peels, or celery stalks. They might seem like waste, but they are packed with nutrients and taste. They're loaded with flavor and perfect for making homemade vegetable broth. This broth can be the base for countless dishes, adding depth and richness. Just toss them in a pot with water, simmer for a bit, and boom! You've got a flavorful base for soups, risottos, and even sauces. It's a simple way to elevate your cooking. Next time you're peeling potatoes or carrots, save those peels. They can be transformed into something truly special. Give them a quick rinse, toss them with some olive oil and spices, and roast them in the oven until crispy for delicious homemade veggie chips. These chips are a healthy and tasty snack option. Citrus peels are like little flavor bombs just waiting to be detonated in your kitchen. They can add a zesty punch to a variety of dishes. Don't throw them away after juicing your lemons, limes, or oranges. These peels have so much more to offer. Instead, zest the peels before juicing and store the zest in the freezer to add a burst of citrusy goodness to your baked goods, cocktails, or even salad dressings. This way, you always have a touch of zest ready to go. And don't even think about tossing those apple cores. They can be the starting point for something amazing. They're the secret ingredient to a delicious homemade apple cider vinegar. This vinegar can be used in dressings, marinades, and even for cleaning. Simply place the cores in a jar with water and sugar, cover with a cheesecloth, and let it ferment for a few weeks. The result is a tangy, versatile vinegar that you made yourself. Finally, leftover bread is a baker's best friend. It can be repurposed in so many delicious ways. Instead of throwing it out, turn it into crunchy croutons for salads, or pulse it into breadcrumbs to use as a coating for chicken or fish. These breadcrumbs can also be used in meatballs, casseroles, and more, adding texture and flavor to your dishes. One of the easiest ways to reduce food waste is to become a meal planning master. By planning your meals ahead of time, you can ensure that every ingredient you buy has a purpose. It's like having a treasure map for your kitchen, guiding you towards a less wasteful and more delicious week. Meal planning can also make cooking more enjoyable and less stressful. Start by taking inventory of what you already have in your pantry and fridge. Knowing what you have on hand can prevent you from buying duplicates and help you use up items before they go bad. Those forgotten cans of beans or that half-empty bag of quinoa might just inspire your next culinary masterpiece. Get creative with what you have. Once you know what you have, it's time to get creative and plan out your meals for the week. Involve your family in the planning process to make it a fun and collaborative activity. Look for recipes that use similar ingredients to minimize waste. This way, you can buy in bulk and use everything up before it spoils. And don't forget to make a shopping list. A well-thought-out list can save you time and money. This will help you avoid those impulse buys at the grocery store that often end up forgotten at the back of your fridge. Stick to your list and stay focused. Stick to your list and only buy what you need for your planned meals. This ensures that you use everything you purchase. Another great tip is to embrace the power of leftovers. Leftovers can be a lifesaver on busy days. Plan for meals that can be easily repurposed into something new and exciting the next day. This not only saves time, but also reduces waste and keeps your meals interesting. Composting is like giving your food scraps a superhero origin story. Instead of being wasted, they get a second chance to be useful. Instead of ending up in a landfill, they get to transform into nutrient-rich compost that will supercharge your garden. This compost enriches the soil, helping plants grow stronger and healthier. Setting up a compost bin is super easy, whether you have a backyard, a balcony, or even just a small indoor space. There are options for everyone, no matter where you live. You can find all sorts of compost bins online or at your local garden centre. From large outdoor bins to compact indoor versions, there's something for every need. Once you have your bin, it's time to start adding your food scraps. Things like coffee grounds, eggshells, fruit and vegetable peels, and yard waste are perfect for composting. And don't forget, even shredded newspaper can go in your compost bin. It's a great way to recycle paper and add carbon to your compost. Just remember to avoid adding any meat, dairy, or oily foods to your compost, as these can attract pests and create an unpleasant smell. Stick to plant-based scraps for the best results. Avoiding these items will help keep your compost healthy and free from unwanted visitors. Turn your compost regularly with a pitchfork or shovel to provide oxygen and speed up the decomposition process. This helps break down the materials more efficiently, and voila! In a few months, you'll have rich, dark compost that you can use to nourish your garden and grow delicious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Your plants will thank you for the extra nutrients. Leftovers, they're not just for boring lunches anymore. With a little creativity, you can transform those odds and ends into brand new culinary creations. First up, let's talk about roasted vegetables. They're like the chameleons of the food world, always ready to adapt to a new dish. Chop them up and toss them into a frittata or quiche for a hearty breakfast or brunch. Next, let's give those cooked grains a second chance to shine. Leftover rice, quinoa, or couscous can add a boost of flavor and texture to salads, or simmer them into a comforting soup, along with some vegetable broth and your favorite spices. And don't let that cooked meat go to waste. Leftover chicken, beef, or pork can be sliced, diced, or shredded and transformed into sandwiches, tacos, or stir-fries. Remember, leftovers are your friend. Don't be afraid to get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations. You might just discover your new favorite dish. Proper food storage is like giving your groceries a cozy little spa day. It helps them stay fresh and delicious for longer, which means less food waste and more money in your pocket. First, let's talk about those delicate herbs and greens. To keep them from wilting, wrap them in a damp paper towel or cloth and store them in the crisper drawer of your refrigerator. Next, let's embrace the power of freezing. Freezing is a great way to preserve excess produce or meals for later use. Portion out leftovers into freezer-safe containers or bags and label them with the date so you know what's what. Finally, let's give those dry goods a proper home. Store flours, sugars, grains, and spices in airtight containers to prevent spoilage and keep those pesky pantry moths at bay. Thanks for joining the Zero Waste Adventure. Thanks for watching. I hope these 5 easy zero-waste cooking tips inspire you to reduce food waste and create delicious meals in your own kitchen. Remember, every little step counts when it comes to making a positive impact on the planet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. And be sure to share these tips with your friends and family so we can all work together to create a more sustainable future. See you next time.